always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Bunker on to kick it away. Fighting through at the 25. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They run. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And he stopped immediately there. They had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. To the air goes Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Daniels looking to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And a Washington first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first down, it's Krosky-Merritt. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
To throw is Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now Daniels. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Here's Daniels. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker.
6 yards. It's 4th down.
Daniels going to throw for it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
1st and goal, Washington.
Let's go now. Traffic.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Throwing now is Daniels. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the side.
And you just wonder right now as the quarterback.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And they work this out past the 25. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
This one complete. It's Rasheed Rice. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
37-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Sorry. It's 43, 40.
Mahomes going to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs first down as he'll get this up to the 43.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he fires one incomplete.
And now to compensate, at least on this drive, a momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And the ball is knocked out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on. But the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Off the play fake, Daniels. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
So I'm trying to look bad, man. Here we go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Deebo Samuel, 43 yards. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Moody good with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it.
Trying to find his tight end, Kelce, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. This throw nearly intercepted. The big D-line that almost had it. The third down coming up.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He'll swing this out to Krosky-Merritt. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7.
Commanders 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Yeah, pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. Looking to put a drive together. Play action, now it's Daniels. Far right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Washington.
And he will find his man, Samuel. Touchdown, Washington. Deebo Samuel with his second touchdown of the night. And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Moody good with the extra point. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Mahomes now to throw. That's laid out deep for Rice. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trey Amos. And the Commanders are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, here's second and 8. Looking to throw. Daniels. And the Chiefs are going to get him. So here's a 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun. Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. No, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. On 4th down, here's Daniels. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking...
And a loose football. And he is going to bring this one back to the house. It's a Commanders touchdown on a scoop and score. So many times tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Now back to throw. This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down, straight ahead. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
Pass for 11. Pass for 11. Go. Cowboy 80. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
To the air goes Daniels. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
18, Pioneer. Ready? 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Dragon 50. Ready?
To throw is Daniels. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now they'll shift things around. Daniels looking to throw. He'll try and do this himself. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
On 4th down, Daniels. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Charles, still a one-possession game. Remember, it could have been 2 after they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but their defense holds strong, and so this is a huge possession coming up here.
You're certainly right about that, partner. And a lot of people look at them going for it on 4th down as a failure when they didn't get it. But there's also their way of saying, hey, we have confidence in our defense because it went out and held them. Got the ball right back for them. So, nice stand for them. Momentum can swing back to their side if they have a good drive here.
Picked off by Quan Martin. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th.
We don't even have their intact. We don't have the technique.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now Daniels. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Chris Jones, his 2nd sack of the night.
Let's go now.
Here's Daniels. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it can be tipped up and picked off.
That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a one-score game. But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. It was Von Miller who shot in there to get him down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Mahomes to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They go play action. Daniels. Zach Ertz has it complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
3rd and 10. They expect a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Throwing now is Daniels. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Commander's 1st down, and that should just about do it.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. Every yard they gain, getting them better and better field position, and obviously a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great, but that's not what you're really playing for.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't get a throw. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Jake Moody on for the field goal.
And he tugged this one badly. It's no good. Wide left. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. All right, so then instead of a 2-score lead in the waning moments, that miss means they're going to need to sweat this one out after all, partner.
Nothing comes easy in this league. That could turn out to be a miss of disastrous proportions. So now they need to call on their defense one last time to bail them out.
That ball caught. It's Rice. And he's brought down. They took a big shot there. It pays off. A solid gain downfield. This is 1st and 10.
First First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
One final try for Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This ball intercepted. Picked off by Trey Amos.